Yeah, we are live. We are live. So if you are online, please kindly drop a message. If you can hear it properly, kindly drop a message. We are live. So how to properly hydrate during the rainy season for sickle cell warriors. I want to say sorry because I've been trying to do this setup for some time, and I sincerely say sorry for the delay. So today, this is Kemi Ogutime, and the people that know me, I'm a sickle cell advocate and a genetic counselor. So today, I'm going to talk about how to properly hydrate during the rainy season. If you can hear me loud and clear, please say loud and clear in the comment section. If you can hear me say loud and clear in the comment section so that I know that I am not just talking to myself. So today's webinar, we are talking about how to properly hydrate during rainy season. One of the challenges that people living with sickle cell warriors, people living with sickle cell have during the rainy season is proper hydration. So what do I mean by proper hydration? Because there is so many issues that occur during the rainy season, like the weather is cold, everywhere is cold, the environment is depressing, the mood, it affects the way we hydrate. And because we also don't have that, that feeling of thirstiness, it's not there. You are not constantly feeling thirsty. So because of that, we often feel like, no, I'm not dehydrated, I'm okay. Yes, but the rainy season is one of the seasons that sickle cell warriors are often dehydrated, which affects the level of crisis that we also record during the rainy season. Now, it is easy for us to feel like it's because of the cold, it's because of that is making a lot of sickle cell warriors to go into crisis. But many things many research has actually pointed towards dehydration as one of the leading causes of crisis during the rainy season. So if you're not properly hydrated, it means that the red blood cell is already very, very thick, because when there is no water in this body system, the blood becomes thick, the viscosity increase, and this is it makes it harder for the red blood cells to pass through the vessels properly. It may make it harder for the blood vessels to pass through the vessels. And because of this, the blockage occur rapidly. When you now had the cold that occurred during the rainy season, it increases the risk of crisis during the rainy period. So that's why we have a lot of sickle cell warriors often having crisis during the cold rainy season. So, and most time we often put it towards the cold alone, but it's not always about the cold. It's more about dehydration and the cold. So why do we want to talk? One of the challenges. So today I'm going to talk. We are going to. So at the end of this webinar, we should be able to learn about the importance of hydration in managing sickle cell disease, rainy season hydration needs, and practical strategies for us to hydrate during the rainy season. So, and I want to talk about the importance of hydration. We all know that hydration is very, very important when it comes to management of sickle cell. Why? Because hydration is like our number one medication. It works. It is very, very essential when you have sickle cell disease. If you have sickle cell disease, your number one thing you should take properly very serious is hydration. And if you are not properly hydrated, you are going to, either you are in rainy season or you are in dry season or you are in summer, no matter the weather condition you are, it increases the risk of having sickle cell crisis, no matter the weather that we have. So the importance of hydration cannot be overemphasized when it comes to sickle cell. It helps, it keeps the red blood cell properly hydrated and make it to less sickle and make it to clump together, causing blockage in the blood vessels. That is number one thing that hydration does. Number two, it helps to prevent pain crisis and pain episode in people living with sickle cell. it helps to reduce organ damage. One of the things that hydration does in our body is that it helps our organ to function at optimally. And one of the also option is kidney. The kidney functions with enough water. So if you are dehydrated, if you are always dehydrated, it means that your organs, especially your kidney, will not be functioning properly, which can causes organ damage. Yes, it can causes organ damage. So when you take enough water, it reduces organ damage in sickle cell. It optimizes the kidney function in sickle cell. It prevents fatigue. Fatigue is very common in sickle cell, and it's not only anemia that add to fatigue in sickle cell. One of the things that added to fatigue in sickle cell is dehydration. For someone like me, one of the reasons why I can't do without drinking water is because of fatigue. Because if I don't have access to good water, then I am going to be dealing with extreme fatigue throughout that day. So I can't joke with my water because of fatigue. So fatigue is also, and it helps to reduce fatigue or prevent it totally. It also helps to increase the immunity of the system, because like I said, all our body, the body is made up of 60% of water, approximately 60% of water, and this 60% of water helps the body to function optimally. The brain, every part of the body functions with enough water. So including the immune system. So if you are not taking enough water, then it means that a lot of your organs, a lot of functions in the body will be slowed down, and we don't even want that. So now let's talk about the challenges of hydration during the rainy season. Yes, like I said earlier, people often think there is no hydration during the rainy season. Yes, but this is the season why a lot of us are dehydrated. A lot of us are constantly dehydrated during the rainy season because we are not taking water. Now, number one thing is that because the weather is cool, because the weather is cold, the tasting sensation of our body is drastically reduced. So that is why you are not feeling tasty. That is why you feel like, because I'm not tasty, I am not dehydrated during the rainy season. But no, you are still dehydrated. You are still much dehydrated, even though you are not feeling tasty, because the weather is cold, everywhere is cold, everywhere is cooler. Then it reduces the way we feel tasty, which is different from during the warm period. Yes, because the warm period, the tasty sensation is very, very optimized. Yes, the body is constantly asking for water. True that a lot of us are regularly hydrated, but in the rainy season, it is opposite. The tasty system is reduced, so people are not often feeling thirsty. So because of that, we feel like as long as I'm not feeling tasty, then I am not dehydrated. That's one of the challenges for sickle cell warriors during the rainy season. The second one is that we feel, because the weather is cold, everywhere is dark, everywhere is cool, everywhere is cold, then it means that I don't need enough water. I don't need water. I don't need much water. I can just go with 2 liters of water and I'm okay throughout the day. No, hydration needs doesn't decrease. If your body requires 3 liters of water to function optimally, during the rainy season, the body still needs that 3 liters of water. So yes, hydration need can increase. Let's say maybe during the hot period, because you are sweating, your activities has increased, and so many more. You may need more water. But during the rainy season, the normal water that your body needs to function optimally doesn't decrease. So if you need 3 liters of water, you still need that 3 liters of water during rainy season. So if you have not been taking up to the normal amount of water you are supposed to take, it means you are dehydrated. Yes, that's one of the challenges, because you're like, I'm okay with 2 liters of water. I'm okay. Because too, the activities during rainy season is always decreased. Like everybody is indoor, it is rainy. This reduction in physical activities often led to decrease in the way our body is it's also reduce the way we seek for water. Yes, because if you exercise, if you have gone out, you went to go and run, you always feel like, oh, there's a need for me to take enough water because of this activity that I've done. But because you are indoor, a lot of us often have that mindset that I'm not actually doing any activity, so why do I need to drink more water? Like I said, the water your body requires doesn't decrease. You still need that amount of water you need to take. Four challenges. One of the number four challenges is that we still sweat during the rainy season. Yes, but because the weather is cold, everywhere is cold, everywhere is cool. You are sweating, but you are not really having the effect of that sweat. Yes, you are sweating, but you're not really having the sweat because the cool weather is actually not making you to feel the heat compared to the dry season or to the warm season. Yes, compared to those period, those heat period, those dry season, compared to those period, you are sweating, but because the weather is extremely cold, you don't know, which also is another way that you are losing water. So this water that you are losing, because you are not feeling it, we are not hydrating properly. Yes, because, well, like I am now, I'm sweating. Yes, I'm sweating, maybe because I have a setup. But let's say if I'm not having these activities right now, if I'm not setting up, you're not having this webinar, maybe I might not really feel the way I'm sweating. But either you are in the rainy season, it doesn't mean that we don't sweat. We sweat. It's just that the cooling effect from the rainy season doesn't allow us to feel it. So because of that, we assume that we are not losing water. Number five, yes, the coldness of the water. The water is always cold during this period, and because of the coldness, it makes it difficult. It makes it difficult to drink water. Somebody that is feeling cold, you wake up early in the morning, you're cold, everywhere is cold. How do you want to take cold water again? So you are wondering, you just want to take a little sip, just like two spoon, just sip it, and then you think, like, I'm okay, let me just, sometimes we even go outside with our bottle of water and we come back home with the same bottle of water, maybe a little bit, you just drink a little out of it, just like sip out of it, and to us we are taking enough water. No, yes, the cold period, the cold season, this rainy season, because of the cold, it makes it difficult to drink water. It makes it difficult to drink, especially cold water. And the gloomy, because I said this period, there's a lot of gloom in the environment. There's a lot of gloom here. The mood is not, you can't compare it to the sunny period. Everywhere is depressed, everywhere is gloomy, there's a way this weather makes you to feel. If you're somebody that you are not really conversant with your mood, you are not doing everything to ensure that you are not really, how will I put it, like, you are not conversant with your mood. It's easy for you to slip into depression during this period. So because of this, there is often a level of self-neglect that occur among the sickle cell warriors. Now, this is not has nothing to do with whether you live in sickle cell or not. It affects individuals. But we understand that the cold impacts people living with sickle cell more than those without sickle cell. So this weather is too gloomy, it affects your mood, it affects your way, your happiness, it makes you to feel sad, it makes you to feel depressed. And because of that, you are going through mood swing. People can easily slip into depression, which is which one of the symptoms is self-neglect. So you are neglecting yourself. The routine that you're constantly do, your water routine, your hydration routine, you can't follow it up because of that self-neglect, because of the mood, you can't follow it up. And this affects how we drink water. And like I said, whenever you are dehydrated, you are already increasing your risk of sickle cell crisis. So even though if you're not even though you're doing everything to keep yourself warm, even though you're wearing your clothes, you are wearing long clothes, you are you're well dressed, you're well covered, you are doing everything within your oil, everything you're supposed to do by keeping warm, if you are dehydrated, you will still be in pain, because dehydration triggers sickle cell crisis. Dehydration triggers sickle cell crisis. So even though you are doing everything to keep warm, if you are not properly hydrated, you will still end up having crisis. So now it makes it very hard for sickle cell warriors, because you feel like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm warm, I'm wearing my shorts, I'm doing everything. Yet I ended up in the hospital because we neglect the most important thing, which is hydration. We are not really hydrating well. Yes, and it's not because you don't want to, it's because of these challenges that I've mentioned. It's not easy. The weather is cold, you're not feeling tasty. So many things are happening at the same time. So you're not even thinking about hydration. You're not even thinking it's because you have not been drinking water properly. So how do you now know that you are dehydrated during the rainy season, despite the fact that you are not constantly feeling thirsty? Yes, like, because I said that the weather condition reduce the way we feel thirsty during the rainy season. So how do you now know that I am dehydrated? How do I have the signs that I am dehydrated during the rainy season? Number one is that color urine. Our urine, the color of our urine is one way we can know if we are if we are properly hydrated or not. Now, that color urine shows that you are not hydrating well, except you have a medical condition that affects your liver, except in that extreme cases. But generally, if your urine is dark, it means you are not properly hydrated. It means you are not you are not well hydrated. No, that is number one sign. Your urine is dark. The urine is supposed to be clear. It's supposed to be have this amber color, light yellow color, very, very light. So it's not the same thing as clear water. No, the color, there is no how you say your urine is clear. You can't have a urine that is as clear as water. Let's say, if you are trying to urinate, it might look like a clear water, but if you take it inside a bottle, a clear bottle, and you look at it, you will see the color of that urine. It is not pure white. It is not pure white. It has a color. So it's going to be like faint yellow. That's supposed to be the color of your urine. So if your urine is dark, it is very yellow, it is dark, it looks like a Lipton, Lipton, it looks like that, then you are not well hydrated. You're not well hydrated. Number two is decrease in urine output. There is the amount of urine your body is supposed to produce per day. If you take the optimal water, the normal water you're supposed to take per day. Now, we need to take water according to our body weight. For example, me, like I take on average, I take about 3.5 liters of water, which is seven sachet of water. Yes. And there is an amount of urine. If I take that amount of water, there is an amount of urine I'm supposed to produce. So if I take 2 liters of water in one day, I will not produce the same amount of urine as when I take 3.5 liters of water. So the urine that I will produce will be smaller for 2 liters of water because my body will want to use it. And in case of dehydration, the body keep reabsorbing that water. The body has already set something for to the kidney to make use of it. But in case of dehydration, the body go back to it and reabsorb that water and make use of it. So the amount of water you now produce is going to be very, very small. It's going to be very, very small. So during one way you can know that you are dehydrated is decrease amount of your urine that you're producing. The urine is going to be very small and the amount decrease. Three is dry mouth. Dry mouth. When your mouth is dry, when I say your mouth is dry, the amount of saliva that you're producing, you notice that your throat is dry, your mouth is dry, your throat is dry. That is a sign of dehydration. So it also occurs during the rainy season. So it doesn't matter if you're not feeling tasty, but if you notice that your mouth and your throat is dry, it means that you're not taking enough water. Your mouth is dry, the amount of saliva you're producing is very, very small. The body is already making use of every water in the body. They are making use of it. So because of that, they are sending little one for output. They are sending little one for output. So that is it. Fatigue and weakness. Fatigue, when you are weak, when you're fatigued, yes, if you're not drinking enough water, you are going to be dealing with constant fatigue and weakness. This is totally different from fatigue that occur with anemia. Like, because when you live with sickle cell, you might have this and you might have this fatigue because your blood level is low. But when you are dehydrated, the level of that weakness is totally different from each other. Constant headache. During the rainy season, a lot of people have constant headache, especially warriors. One reason why a lot of people are having constantly, you're not having malaria, you're not having infection, you're doing well, but you're constantly having headache. It's screaming dehydration. It's a sign of dehydration. Or you feel thirsty, like you're drinking water, you're drinking water, but you still feel like the water you are drinking is not enough. Like after drinking 1 cup of water, your body you're still feeling that excessive thirstiness is still there, and you went back to go and drink water, and you constantly feeling that excessive thirstiness is a sign of dehydration. Increase in crisis. Yes, I said it because dehydration is one of the things that triggers sickle cell crisis. So if you are dehydrated, you might not feel this sign, and then it might come together with crisis. So when you go to the hospital or when you want to take care of yourself at home, one way you need to take care of yourself is to constantly drink enough water. Then how do we now properly hydrate during this weather condition? Like the weather is cold, you don't want to take enough water, you're not even feeling tasty, the mood everywhere is, the mood is not, in fact there's so many things that is going against you taking water. So how do you now ensure that you are properly taking enough water during the rainy season? So number one, I'm going to say is that switch that cold water, switch it to warm water. That's number one trick. Switch that cold water. See, the weather is cold, everywhere is cold. You are moving towards anything that is warm is what is attracting you, especially when you live in sickle cell. You need to keep on. So if you want to take enough water, one way is to switch your cold water to warm water. That does the trick. It perfectly does the trick. Just get a small bottle, a small flask. When you're going out, take your normal cold water and your warm, your hot water. Then you can mix it at any time and drink it up. it work perfectly, because by the time you keep drinking that warm water, you even feel that your body is warm from inside. So you want to keep taking that warm water, you want to keep taking that warm water, you want to keep taking water because of that warmness that you are getting from it. So first thing you need to do during the rainy season is to stop taking that cold water and switch it for warm water. Number two, have a particular routine. I take I'm supposed to take 3 liters or 3.5 liters of water per day. Then there is a certain routine that I follow that I ensure that I must take that 3 liters of water. So it means that I have a routine that I follow every day. And this routine is set in a way that it helps me, even though no matter how busy I am, it helps me to follow it up. So after my breakfast, when I wake up early in the morning, I start my day with water before my breakfast, after my breakfast, in between my breakfast and lunch, like that. So I have a way I set up, and I follow this routine with an alarm. See, we can get busy and forget about drinking water. It occurs to everybody. You are at work, you are doing a lot of things, and you can totally forget drinking water because you are busy. It occurs to everybody. But if you understand that you need this water to prevent crisis, to prevent a lot of things in your body as a sickle cell warrior, then you need to set up things that ensure that you follow it up. So when I set up a routine, it's follow up with an alarm and a reminder. So my phone is vibrating and there's an alarm that says time to take water. So what do you think I'm going to do? Take water. And another trick is that get water around you. So if you are working from home, the table you use at home, there is water on it. If you are outside, if you are in your sitting room, there should be water around you. Like everywhere you are, just have water around you. Make it accessible. If you have water accessible, immediately your alarm is saying take water. You can easily get water and drink without stress. And people that have small children, see, I like working with small children because they follow routine. They are different from adults. If you set up a routine for a child, a 2 years old child, you constantly give them water at a particular time. If you do it for the next 15 days, these children will not depart from it. They will, at that time, even though if you forget, they will tell you, Mom, it is time to take water. Go and try it out. A lot of parents will just come and say, oh, my child is not taking enough water, and my child, we struggle with water. People that I work with, we set up a particular routine and we follow through consistently for at least 21 days, 15, 14 days, 21 days. By the time you finish it for 1 month, you don't need to disturb that child to drink water again. They are constantly taking their water. It's very easy for you to set a routine for a child and for them to follow through. You know, the Bible says something, said, it shall train up a child in the way that it go, and it shall not depart from it. This is exactly what the Bible is saying. Because it's not easy for you to bend an adult, but it's very easy for you to set up a routine for children and they will follow through. They don't have anything. They want, in fact, you just make it fun for them. Find a way to ensure that they are taking it. Make it fun. Find a way to include everybody in the house. Everybody has a time. Just drink water. By the time they do it for 1 month, they are okay with it. Even though when they are in school, they will follow through with that water. They will keep taking that water without you stressing yourself. So it's even easier for you to set a routine for a child than for you to set a routine for that your teenage warrior, or for you to set up for that your adult warriors. You know, adults and teenagers, they are, because they want to rebel. They are at that stage where everybody is rebelling. And no, we have excuses. I'm just busy today. It has not been easy. I don't want to take water. I'm just not in the mood. Yes, it occurs. But in children, it's very, very easy for you to set up their routine. So if you are listening to me and you have children between maybe toddler to like maybe 10 years, it's very easy for you to set a routine for them and they are going to take it up. It's very, very easy. And when I talk about this alarm, a particular time when you set a routine, ensure that maybe you have one hour. Like your routine is like maybe you are drinking water every one hour, or every one hour 30 minutes, or every two hours, depending on how is comfortable for you, how convenient you are. Nobody has to set this routine for you. You just have to realize that this thing is important to me. It's very important to me. Nobody has to come and shout on my head to talk about urine, to talk about me drinking water. If I use the restroom and I notice the color of my urine, at that moment I'm already on an alert. But most times, 95% of times, I don't even allow you to get to that place, because I have a system in place that constantly remind me of the need to take water, and I have to follow through with the amount of water I take. If you're living with sickle cell, according to your weight, I I have an ebook that is coming, and in my ebook, I've already prepared a weight and the amount of water you need to take. Yes, the amount of water you need to take according to your weight for children and for adults, because their water needs are totally different. So I prepared it according to your weight. So if you are weighing 30 kg, you see it there. If you are weighing 25 kg, you see the amount of water you need. If you are weighing 100 kg, you see the amount of water you need to take. So now, if you are taking 3.5 liters, I already prepare my day in a way that I can finish this up at least for 24 hours, and I'm okay. And if you constantly do this, you will notice the difference in your body. See, I'm one of those people that used to argue a lot. I'll tell you that if you notice me, if you know me before, my eyes is constantly yellow. Constantly yellow. Once you see me, you see that yellowness. You will see it. It's there constantly. But right now, you will, even though if I'm sick, you will hardly see yellow in my eyes. The only thing that does that trick is water. I've taken a lot of supplement, I've done a lot of things. It was not it. See, it did not clear up. But when I started following taking my water, set up my routine properly, it was, see, white. You need to see it clear, no stress, and you notice that your body is doing well. If you follow your hydration, it's easy for you to now follow other preventive method of preventing sickle cell crisis. It's very, very easy. But the hardest one is the hydration, because it's very, very simple. It's the least. It's the one we don't count the most. You're telling me that if I keep taking water, you think it is essential. You just join other ones. By the time you join the other ones to eat, you're already doing so well that people are asking you, what are you using? People want to know the secret. And even if you are talking to people will not even believe that. Are you serious? You are telling me that you are taking water? Are you serious? But it is a game changer for anybody. So you can't afford to do it. And the first one I'm going to do is that get a bottle, refillable water bottle. See, a lot of us say that I'm always taking water. I'm always taking water. Sometimes, if you're constantly taking water, it might be a sign of dehydration, because your body is constantly demanding for that water. It might be a sign of dehydration, and you don't even know. You feel like, I'm constantly taking water and my urine is dark. I'm constantly taking water and my eyes is yellow. I'm constantly taking enough water. And the question I'm going to ask you, if I'm working with you, is how do you know the amount of water you are taking? The weather is, I don't know, it's very, very cloudy here. That's why this place is dark. How do you know the amount of water you are taking? You can't know if you don't track it. You can never know. So you said that I've taken up to 5 liters of water today. So how do you know? Because you just drank one cup. One small cup, you just drank like 3, or you drank half, you drop it, you went back and drank another half. By the time you calculate it, you think you have drank up to 5 liters of water. My sister, by the time you calculate it, you will be shocked that you are not even at 3 liters of, you have not even drank 2.5 liters of water. It needs you must be intentional about it. You must be very, very intentional about it. If you are not very, very intentional about it, you will miss it out. So you get a water bottle, especially I love this water bottle that this refillable water bottle that they have now, that it has mils. Some comes in liter. You can get 1 liter, fill it up. Once you fill it up, get yourself another cup and you drink. Once you finish that 1 liter, refill it again. Then you know that I've taken 1 liter of water. Refill it, take it. By the time you are at the third one, you already know that this is 3 liters. By the time you finish half, you already know that, oh, I am done. By the time you are calculating this period, maybe it's already in the night, maybe around 9, and you are looking at it, you are done with the water for the day. You are okay. It's easier to track when you have something like that to measure up. If not, you will just feel like you are taking enough water, but the water you are taking is not even enough for your body. And dehydration is so bad because it overworks our organ, especially our kidney. Sickle cell already increase our risk of kidney damage. So you don't want to use dehydration, something you can prevent by just drinking water. You don't want to use that to increase your risk of kidney damage. You don't want to risk it. So we take a lot of pain medications which affect our kidneys. We take a lot of other medications. Then because of sickle cell, it also increases our risk of kidney damage and organ damage, liver, heart, so many of these. And taking enough water every day reduces these risks at least by 60%. Then what are you waiting for? Because if your organs are functioning properly, it will even decrease the risk of you taking pain medications. Yes, it will decrease it. So what are you waiting for? So like I said, switch off your cold water to warm water, set up a routine, set up an alarm system, a proper routine and alarm system, get a refillable bottle to track the amount of your water. That's exactly all what you need to do. Track the rest of your water, and when you do it, you do that, you understand that no, it's very, very easy. So you understand that it's very, very easy for you to drink water, especially in rainy period. And no matter how the gloominess you have, find a way to make your environment to be lively, like playing of music, exercising, skipping. Get involved with some activities so that the gloominess of that environment or of the weather does not get to you, so you are not neglecting yourself. As long as you're waking up every day, management of sickle cell is something we must be intentional about. We must focus on doing it every day. And the first thing we need to do with management of sickle cell is this hydration. So what are we supposed to do? Focus our energy on ensuring that we are doing it. So the last one I'm going to talk about in helping us take enough water during the rainy season is takes a lot of hydrating food. What do I call hydrating food? And a lot of people feel like when you take something like chocolate drink, it helps you. But no. Yes, it contains a lot of water, but it also contains things that get you dehydrated. So you don't want to say that you are taking one thing and because of that one thing you believe that you are well hydrated. No. So that's why I said warm water. Yes, Instead of you warm tea, you might take your warm tea, but after your warm tea, still take warm water, please, because that tea, if you're in Nigeria, you understand what we call tea, chocolate drinks. Yeah, that warm chocolate drink will also makes you to get dehydrated faster. So you want to drink water after your warm chocolate drink. You want to, so take a lot of something like fruits, like your cucumber, oranges, watermelon. All these things contain a large amount of water. Like watermelon contains about maybe 98% of water, cucumber contain about 94% of water. All these are hydrating food, so include it in your food. So as you're taking it, you're also increasing your water intake. And another thing that works so well for me is to add flavor to my water. Like this rainy period, one of the things I love to do is to add lemon into my warm water. By the time you add lemon into your warm water, you will want to take it. You will want to take it because it changes the taste. It makes it easy for you to take. So I have some other people that soak other things inside, but I don't do it. The only thing I do is to add lemon or add lime inside my warm water, especially in the morning. So I keep doing it, and it helps me to take enough water. It helps me to take enough water because it changes the taste. So you might even add honey, a little bit of honey. You might even add it to it, especially when you have children. You might add a little bit of honey. You might add a little bit of sugar. It depends me, but I will advise for honey. Just add a little bit of honey into their water and add lemon or lime into it. Mix it together because of that sour taste. It's because of that sour taste, it makes it easier for them to drink water, and they want to ask for more warm water. Add that, it helps you. So we have other people that can add other things inside, but for me, I like natural things, and it has worked well for me. And so if you have any question, please, you can ask in the comment section, and I'm going to answer all. So let's quickly do a recap of what we have learned today. So we talk about the importance of hydration. We talk how it helps prevent sickle cell crisis, help reduce